Hello and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here and welcome back to another video in Forza Horizon 4. I do apologize if my voice is a little bit scratchy in this particular video, and hopefully that's something that will go away fairly soon. But we're going to be doing or at least attempting to do, a drift build of a wide-body McLaren 650S coupe. I have no idea whatsoever if they even offer the drift suspension for this car. I don't know if they even decided to make that a thing or not. Now, if they did, then it'll probably be pretty easy to drive, to be honest. If they didn't, then that'll be interesting, because I'm not sure what these things have for steering angle. Because if they have decent steering angle, it'll be fairly usable, at least with a good alignment. But if it doesn't have good steering angle, it's probably going to be a little bit of a challenge. So first thing we're going to do is not find new tunes. That's not what we're looking for. We'll go to custom upgrade, and we're going to go straight to the conversion, and we're going to do the kit ourselves. We're going to apply the kit ourselves. Once the kit is on, we're going to make sure that make sure there's no crazy, weird drivetrain options. I didn't think there would be. But let's see. Let's also make sure. Oh, we could do a nutty, like, chassis mount wing. That'd be hilarious. I mean, it's weird because, on one hand, you're like, oh, it looks kind of like something you'd put on the back of, like, an 86 or an FRS or something. But actually, it kind of looks more McLaren P1 GTR than anything. I mean, it kind of does, actually. So let's go and handle our wheel setup now. And God, the stock compound is already like sport tires. So we're going to leave it on the sport tires, I think. Fronts are going to go up to a 315, and the rears are probably, they can go as wide as a 385. We're not going to do that. We're going to go to like a 335, which is like one upgrade level. I just want the rears to be a little wider than the fronts. And for wheels, I think we could probably, we could play it safe and do some, like, concave ADV1s that look really, really good. But the thing is, they look really, really good on everything. So, there's nothing wrong with the fact that they look good on everything. But I almost kind of like these. And I know these are gonna kind of be one of those wheels that people are going to, like, some people are going to like them, and some people are going to be, upset that you even thought about putting them on a car like that. So, those will be ones that we come back to, I think. I just want to look through and see. The HREs, like, a lot of them don't really have the right, like, they don't really have the right look for something like this. They don't seem to fit. And to be honest, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and throw those 1552s on there. I mean, I like the way they look. I actually kind of dig the way they look on this car. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and handle everything in the drivetrain so we don't have to think about it. And once that's all done, then we can go and handle power. And we have a 335 in the back. So just make sure. I was making sure that we put drift suspension on it, because that is low. That's slammed. That's ridiculous. I mean, to be honest, I would consider it slammed. I mean, it's tucking front and rear, just at rest. I would consider that, like, definitely slammed. So let's do a full weight reduction, and that's going to put us at, what, 2736? That's really good. And then once we get that done, we can build the engine. Now, I think I'm probably going to build it up all the way, because we have a 335 in the rear, and since it's going to be a drift car, we want to be able to keep those rear tires spinning kind of on command. So I know that some people are going to be kind of iffy about building the engine up all the way. Like, some people are like, well, you could build it up all the way, or you could just, build it as much as you need to. But to be honest, we got a 335 in the back. We're going to need to build it up. So that came out to 915 horsepower and 677 foot-pounds of torque, right at like 2746. So basically 2750, which is, I think that's going to be fine, like, power-wise, power to weight-wise at least. I think it'll work. I don't know exactly how it's going to work, but I think it will work. We're going to mess with the tune in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and mess with the paint just a little bit too, because I want to make sure that the paint works. Because, let me flesh that out a little bit. I want to make sure that the paint is a little bit more, like, unique, if that makes any sense. Like, I feel like, if you have a car that's this crazy, you want the paint to be something unique. You know what I mean? Like, at least something just mildly different, which the digital desert camo is actually quite different. Kind of digging that, actually. So I'm also digging the digital snow camo. Digital woodland is kind of eh. I'm not a big fan of the digital woodland, but I really, really, really like the matte digital snow camo. That looks really good. Should we do carbon mirrors? I think we probably should because the camo kind of looks odd on the mirrors. It just doesn't really work right. And, ooh, that would be... Wait, we could do those in carbon. Would that break it up too much? I mean, if we could do it just on the upper wing, I think it would look really cool. But I think doing it on the upper and lower kind of breaks it up too much. So I'm going to leave it. Now, on the wheels are kind of a weird one because they... Like, we've kind of got a good base with the digital snow camo to kind of do whatever on the wheels that we want to do. I kind of like this Prismacolor black, actually. The Prismacolor white, I think, is too weird to kind of like... It's not really a good contrast with the digital snow camo. But, like, and any kind of camo on the wheels just doesn't look right. So, let's do the semi-gloss steel, which is, like, it's very, very close to how it would be from the factory. Or not necessarily from the factory, but, like, the finish that... Ooh, polished brass. I think I'm down for that. That looks good. It gives the wheels just enough, like, pop without making them overbearing, I think, which is always a goal with wheels. Like, you always want your wheel set up to pop without overpowering, like, the look of the car. But we're going to go ahead and mess with the tune just a little bit because I want to make sure that the tune is good. And let's see. I'm going to bump the final drive ratio up to a 410 because I don't know how it's going to respond right now. And I feel like having a shorter final drive will always be, like, a better thing because you can dial it back. But let's go ahead and make the front end just a little bit softer. A little bit. Wow, that's already pretty stiff in the rear, soft in the front. Okay, so we don't really need to mess with that much. And then acceleration is going to go up to 100% on the diff. So we didn't really need to mess with the tune all that much over the base tune that came with the drift suspension. So should be a pretty good. Okay, with the 410 ratio, it spins up to 5th. So I don't think we're going to have any issues getting the rear tires spinning. It's fast. It's really fast. Oh, geez. Oh. All right, let's see what happens. It's kind of... Oh, it feels weird. The balance is strange. I mean, just because it's mid-engine, though, like, once you get used to that, it's not bad. Like, I could see this thing being really effective. I want to go back the other way, because that was really good. It sounds crazy, too. There we go. It's usually not going to be as good of a score going back this way, but I still always try to get a decent score going back the other direction, but it just doesn't always happen. Oh, come on. Oh, wow, that was better than going down the hill. That was really good. Especially for being a mid-engine car, this car is really, really predictable and really smooth. I really don't want to change that final drive ratio. I think it's really well matched to the car. It really fits it nicely. In fact, I think it fits it nicely to the point where I probably won't change it. And that's coming from somebody that really likes to mess with gear ratios. Oh, come on. All right, we're going to hit this drift zone once more going down the hill, but I'm not really going to be too concerned about the score because of the simple fact that I want to keep that combo going now, and I'm more interested in the combo than I am in the drift zone at this moment, so... Okay, ultimate drift, we're going to pull out of that drift and then start another one, which is not... See, that's the thing. It's not good for drift zone score, but it's better for maintaining a combo. It's so weird. Like, there's definitely some odd stuff to, like, the scoring system in the game. It's like, it's not It's not bad. It's like the way it's always been with the combo system in Horizon, but, well, come on. And then this speed zone we're not even going to bother with, because I'm way more interested in just drifting this mountain. There we go. And a little bit of like landscaping, side swipe, wreckage stuff. It transitions under braking really, really well. God, it's so smooth. Oh, geez. Come on, there we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, my God, okay. That went up really, 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 really fast. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. I barely tapped that Ford GT. Barely tapped it. It does well on angle, though. Like, it really holds it nicely. Transitions are good, too. Just be easy. Easy. Like, dude, this could be right up there with a lot of the Formula D cars in terms of, like, how easy it is to transition back and forth and how smooth it is. It could be right up there with a lot of the cars in the Formula D car pack. It's just really good. God, I was really, really close there to losing the entire combo. Since it's mid-engine, it does like to try to straighten itself up a lot, but, like, that just kind of gives you more reason to be more aggressive with how you throw it. Because, like, it'll be totally fine with you taking, like, massive, massive liberties with how much angle you get. It'll just almost try to help you straighten it again. So it's kind of weird in that respect, but it's not a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing at all. Bit of a transition back and forth. You will have to restart drifts occasionally mid-corner, just again because of the fact that it's not the most friendly to like long drifts, but short-ish aggressive angle stuff, it's really good at it. Got to watch out for these traffic cars up here on the left because the zone just finished. Oh, God. And if you tap the front brakes, it really, really likes to just kick the front end out under a tap of the front brakes. You can just trail it in and the rear end will come right around. All right, we're going to go ahead and flip around up here. We'll flip around right up here and then just kind of restart the combo with a little bit of a burnout. And we'll see how it does kind of going back down the hill. That's always another good test because going back down, now we have speed and we have gravity kind of helping us out. So, God, I can already tell that it's more eager. God, the amount of angle it just maintains is hilarious, and it's not difficult. It's really not. Like, I was kind of wondering whether or not it was going to be kind of finicky just because it was mid-engine, but there's none of that. God, you just kind of place it wherever you want it to be. And, you know, granted, it's not quite as linear as like a 240 or something, but once you learn how it does what it does, then it's pretty easy to use. The biggest thing that you have to get used to is how it wants to straighten itself back up. And that... Oh! Well, found its point of terminal angle. And it still recovered, just again, like, partially because of the alignment and partially because of the balance of it. But you have to kind of be willing to know that you don't have to countersteer this thing as much as like a normal FR car, like a normal front-engine rear drive car. If you try to countersteer this as much as you would countersteer in, like, say, a 240, you're just going to straighten it up way too fast. So you kind of have to just be relaxed on your countersteer, which is weird for a lot of people, but it's honestly, like, what works here, which I think that would probably not make it that good of a car to, like, try to tandem with. Hello, combo-killing tractor. But no, like, it would not make it a good car to try to tandem with, but you could still, like, if you wanted to just, like, have fun, it'd be a good car to, like, show up with that people would be like, wait a minute, you're going to drift in that? And you'd be like, yes, I am. And then you do it, and it works. Like, see, on long sweepers like this, it works just fine. We'll make a little bit of a right, go up the hill. Oh, God, that's wider than I wanted it. Ooh, get away from that tree. Coming down this hill, it's gonna do great. It's gonna love it coming down this hill. Because that's, like, exactly what this car likes. Get right around that transit van. It's very, very easy on the transitions. Like, it's super smooth. There we go. $100K by the top of the hill, maybe. Ultimate, 98.9, 99. Okay, so almost 100K by the top of the hill. 100K, like, right after turning around, so I'll take that. Come on, be easy. Oh, geez. Oh, wow. That was almost off the road. Okay. From one edge of the road to the other. Oh my God. Whoo, that was really close. I want to go down here. We got some really nice high-speed stuff down here. Like, even more high-speed than what we did earlier. God, it responds really well to the high-speed stuff. Like, really well. Oh, God, that combo's going to end if we don't do something. See, that's minimal countersteer. Very minimal countersteer. One side, back to the other side. Oh, my God. That was just dangerous in terms of where that tree was. I just never really imagined it working this well. I really didn't. I never imagined this car working this well, and it really, really surprised me. Like, surprised me to the point where I would recommend building one. And, like, normally, like, I'll recommend, like, that people just build a car to try it out, but this one, I think it's worth it enough to build it to where it's, like, actually effective. And I don't say that about a lot of mid-engine drift cars, because a lot of mid-engine drift cars aren't really that effective. They're just kind of like a novelty thing. This is actually effective. No! Oh my God. I was hoping I'd be able to kind of like squeeze my way between the tow truck and that guy, but didn't happen. God, I really wanted to actually get that combo down too, but sometimes in Horizon, things like that just kind of happen. But if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to click that like button. Tell me in the comments below what you guys thought of it. I know it was a little bit longer, especially for a drift build, but again, I hope you guys did enjoy it. I know some of you guys like the longer videos, and I will see you next time. Make sure you come back in the next one.